There are two categories of meditation: objective meditation and non-objective meditation. Objective meditation is where you place your attention on something. Now, it could be your thoughts, or it could be a mantra meditation. There's also forms of meditation where you place your attention on a flame, and
Oh yeah.
you look at a flame.
Yeah.
It can be on sound, like the sound of a temple bell, or it can be all sorts of things. So there's many different types. The breath is another one. Placing your attention on the breath. Now, all of those are objective forms of meditation, but that's not the type of meditation that we do in in the direct path. The direct path, we do the exact opposite. So instead of directing our attention to something, to an object, what we do is we relax the attention so that it's not focused anywhere. So we allow thoughts to be exactly as they are. For a thought arises, we don't then go and follow it. We just allow it to pass through. We don't get stuck in it or captured by it. Just allow it to be there. There'll be other things where thoughts will often die down a bit, and then there'll be bodily sensations that come to the fore. Oh, I've got a bit of an ache in my back or my knee, um, or or just feeling, if you're outdoors, just feeling the wind on your skin. All of those come to the fore. But again, you don't place your attention there. You just allow your attention to be completely free, and so that you're not captured by that sensation. You're not you're not captured by anything. The body is telling you. You can listen to what the body is telling you at another time, but when you're engaged in this sort of meditation, you just allow everything to pass through: thoughts, perceptions. We close our eyes, so usually, so we reduce a lot of the sensory perceptions, but there are still sounds, and again, don't get captured by the sound. Have a crow calling, you you don't give your attention to it. So it's the exact opposite. And what then happens is that after a while, um, there's there's a kind of sinking into uh, a stillness, where thoughts and perceptions are still there in the background. There's no focus on them, but there's a kind of in and out of this space that we were talking about beyond the mind. That those gaps become longer, and we're not even aware of the length of time because there's nothing to relate it to. So it's a different kind of meditation. Now, if you're doing mantra meditation in the way it's intended, that should ultimately take you to that place. But it's a long way round, and one of the problems with mantra meditation is that people are told, well, if the mantra stops, you need to start it up again. And so, of course, you've got to this beautiful space of peace and stillness, and then you start the mantra again. You think, oh, there's nothing there. The mantra's gone, so I'll start it again. So it's those methods. they can be useful, any of those objective methods, and the mindfulness method that you mentioned of noticing your thoughts, seeing what thoughts are there. That yeah, that can be useful in the earlier stages, but in the later stages of the spiritual path, then we abandon objective meditation, and we just stay with subjective. And what happens after a while is that subjective meditation doesn't really come to an end. It's kind of there all the time underneath. So there might be times during the day when we will be a lot of times during the day when we need to focus on something, like focusing on making dinner or something like that, focusing on driving the car. But there's the piece of that subjective meditation continues. You could also practice in between mantra meditation, so during the day, the direct path meditation. It's very easy. It's very free, and the difference is that instead of directing your attention to a mantra, you just allow your attention to be completely free. It's best with your eyes closed. But yeah, so you close your eyes, you sit in a very comfortable position. You don't try to sit with a straight back or anything like that. Just relax comfortably on a nice comfy armchair, and just allow all experience to be exactly as it is, complete freedom. And freedom is really an essential part of this teaching. It's I think it kind of comes a bit later on, following a glimpse. Initially, there is a feeling of freedom, but it's that freedom um, doesn't get its full expression, I think, until later, when you're really applying this teaching in your everyday life, and then freedom becomes essential to it, essential to everything you do.